Hello everybody, welcome to wadEwinz. So what's the problem with Disney movies? It's simple. But first, I'm going to complain about the fact that I recorded this video once already, and now I gotta start again, because I saved it as the wrong file format. Boy, how smart am I? Not very is the answer. Not very. Alright, so what's the problem with Disney movies today? It is the overuse of comedy. I gotta remember all the points I hit before the last time I recorded this, so this is fun. Oh boy. Yeah, so I think I've noticed with Disney purchasing out a lot of film franchises such as Marvel, and Star Wars especially. I've noticed it most in these two companies, brands, or whatever you want to call them. They've really used, like, I felt like it's way too much comedy. Now me personally, I like to get my comedy from like a mix of YouTube and a mix of that and TV shows. When it comes to movies, they're like my holy grail of drama. I like comedic movies, but I like dramatic movies a lot more. Stuff that really drags you in with the story, the plot, and really builds around that instead of relying heavily on its use of comedy to be entertaining. And with Disney having purchased out Marvel, and I mean, the Marvel movies before Disney bought it, like Iron Man 1, it had comedy in it, but it wasn't like... Robert Downey Jr.'s character is supposed to be very, like, sarcastic and very eccentric, I guess you could call him. And he fills the role well, because that's, like, the character that it was going for. Like, it fit the character build well. But I feel like there's characters who, in the comics, you wouldn't expect to see cracking jokes. Now, I could be wrong, but it just kind of, it doesn't feel like it flows well with the story. I mean, think about Thor, for example. In his movies and in the other movies he's featured in recently since the Disney merger, or buyout is probably a better word, of Marvel, you see characters like that relying more on comedy to be entertaining than they're involving storylines and plots. And I think that's my biggest issue with the matter. And especially when it came to the new Star Wars, the Last Jedi. Right off the bat in the movie, I noticed that they relied on comedy right off the bat. I was like, they slipped a joke in here already, and it's not like they were great jokes either. Some of the storyline wasn't that great either. Like, and I just felt like the use of comedy in a Star Wars movie, like, if we pretend that episodes 1 through 3 didn't exist, which you should probably do, then characters like Jar Jar Binks was probably way too much comedy, even for those movies. And I think that applies to these newer movies as well. Like, I don't think that there should be an overabundance of comedy in them. And I think that the problem with that is more, like, it's not coming from one character either. Like, in real life, you can expect, like, one person that you know to be, like, extremely funny, and they're like, oh, they're the funny guy, oh. I mean, everybody tries to crack jokes now and then. But, I mean, think about the situation that takes place in Star Wars. It's always the light versus the dark. And to think that you can have time to interject comedy into that storyline just seems a little forced to me. And I think you could kind of tell, like, the jokes all seemed forced. And the movie wasn't that bad. It wasn't great, though. And, like, I don't know. But it just kind of annoyed me, and I wanted to talk about it with the release of this new Star Wars movie. I might go see it again in theaters. I might not. I'm definitely going to buy it, though, because I want to own all of them, just because I'm a big Star Wars fan. But with Disney, I just feel like a lot of their stuff, even their movies, their original movies, like Disney movies, that have the big logo slapped on the front right there when you go in to see it, like Frozen or Moana or something. They're good movies in and of themselves, but you do tend to notice more comedy interjected into places you wouldn't expect it. And I think that's overall the big problem with Disney today. So, I think I about hit all my points that I made in the corrupted file. So, I will see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you for watching. If you're new, subscribe to become a winner today. I appreciate it a lot. And thank you guys for leaving likes and comments. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.